What is going on, guys? It's your boy MegaLugia here, your coach of the Bayern Munchlax NPL Season 2, bringing you our team builder for week 2, round 2 of the playoffs. I don't know how you call it, but we are here for the team builder. Like I said, we are going up against the Kansas City Kakunas, coached by Adam, aka the Bees and Knees. Make sure to check him out. His link will be in the description down below. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for a team builder, like I said. Now, I do want to say, before we go ahead and proceed with the team builder, this is a very interesting match, very interesting week, because I have never at the same time felt so confident, but at the same time felt so holy shit, I might get demolished this game. Now that may not make too much sense to you, but once I get further into the team builder, you'll see where I'm coming from. So if we lose this week, if we go out of the playoffs, you know what, I would say it was a good ride. We definitely had some fun. I didn't expect to make it to the semis, and here we are with a chance fighting to make it to the finals. So whoever wins this game, GG to both of you. You know, may the better man win, and no hacks and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully we have a good game, and I think I may be talking just a little bit to explain this team builder. So before we start, ooh, look at me wrapping that drop a Draco hoodie. You know, hopefully that gives me some good luck. But let us proceed, shall we? Let us proceed. So, like I said, we're going up against Adam, and his team is very scary, very scary. It's actually a team I definitely did not want to face in the playoffs, which is why we took the forfeits to face our opponent last week, which was the Nevada Noiverns. But now we are stuck with this, so let's see how things turn out. So, he's got the Mega Blastoise, Clefable, Diggersby, Kyurem Black, Tornadus, Galvantula, Regirock, Bronzong, Drapion, Emboar, and Gourgeist. So you look at this team, and very interesting the way it matches up against ours, because we have a lot of things that can handle his, but he has some things that just completely switch them in his favor, aka Sticky Webs Galvantula. Dude, Sticky Webs Galvantula just destroys my team, right? So I had to take that very much into consideration when building around this team, right? Everything on my mind is based around Galvantula getting Sticky Webs up on his side of the field, because honestly he has no reason not to, and then me capitalizing on that. And I say capitalizing lightly, because how do you capitalize on Sticky Webs? But we'll see. So Mega Blastoise, very scary mon, because of its ability to eat hits, deal out tremendous damage, and Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin is so important, getting rid of any hazards I want to set up, so I can't really spike stack. Defogging, he doesn't have to defog to get rid of the webs on my side of the field, so composition of his team really helps. So I got the Mega Blastoise. I'm thinking it's gonna come probably something like Rapid Spin, Scald, Dark Pulse, and maybe Aura Sphere or Ice Beam, something like that. So that is the Mega Blastoise. Definitely think it's coming. Could potentially be setup fodder for my Toxic because of the dry skin, but we don't want to be taking no Dark Pulses or anything like that. So that is the Blastoise. Next up is Clefable, the fat Twinkie little that it is. I'm pretty sure this thing is coming. It may not, because I do have some steel types on my team and, you know, stuff like that, but Clefable is always a good mon. Has Thunder Wave, Calm Mind, Soft Boil, can get up rocks as well. If you let this thing set up with Calm Minds in your face and you can't Toxic it, if it's Magic Guard, it's pretty much GG. So that is Clefable. I'm pretty, like, I would say 90% sure this thing is gonna come. He may not come in to switch it out for another one, but that is Clefable. Next up, he has the Diggersby, huge power Diggersby, very hard hitting. Same ability as Azumarill with huge power, but Diggersby has the higher attack stats, so people sleep on Diggersby. Everyone remembers Azumarill, but Diggersby hits hard as hell. If this thing is coming, I'm expecting it to either be Life Orb or Choice Banded because of the Sticky Webs. Hits just extremely hard. The resisted return versus my Heatran, if I do bring the Heatran, it still, you know, still does a lot of damage with that Choice Band, huge power. He may even Life Orb to switch up his moves and not be hindered, because he does have the Sticky Webs, like I said. But that is the Diggersby. Next up, he has the Kyurem Black. Holy balls, Kyurem Black. What is there to say about Kyurem Black? Everyone knows this thing is a monster. Coming in first place for the NPL Season Awards of Offensive Mon of the Year. So you already know this thing is scary AF. So Kyurem Black, the big daddy to our regular Kyurem, but this Kyurem Black is definitely coming. I think it's gonna be Scarf, because he has no reason not to, you know, not risk the speed types with my Kyurem, in case I am Scarf potentially, and the Sticky Webs will help him out, outspeed my Mienshao, my Mega Gardevoir, and just obliterate it with an Iron Head, a Fusion Bolt, anything like that. So that's the Kyurem. 100 million% sure this thing is coming, but I do do have to watch out for it. Next up, he has the Tornadus. Now, I'm not too sure if he's gonna bring Tornadus. It is the fastest. Yeah, it is the fastest thing on the scene, which he might bring to outspeed my Mienshao. But I'm not really expecting this thing too much. It's not like its other, you know, Therian or what are they called? Weather brothers. His Weather brethrens. He doesn't have like Prankster, T-Wave. He does have Prankster, but you know, it's more like Tailwind, Bulk Up, Taunt, stuff like that. You know, Hurricane. It does learn Psychic from my Toxic Rogue. It learns some Switch Initiative with U-Turn. I'm not too sure if this thing's gonna come, but I haven't prepped for it too much, but that doesn't mean I can't handle it. So that is the Tornadus. Next up, he has our Galvantula. Words. Next up, he has why can't I say this goddamn Pokemon's name? This shows how nervous I am. Galvantula. He has a Galvantula, and this thing's coming. All right, it's coming with Focus Sash, Sticky Webs, Volt Switch, and like, I don't know, Bug Burst or Thunderbolt. But it's coming, alright? There's not too much to say about that because I know it's coming and you all know what it's going to do. So that's going to come. And I will definitely get more into it when I tell you the mons that I brought to work around this. So that is the Spider thing. He has the Regirock up next. Now, this thing is a bit of a debatable thing to come. It's definitely a very, very good check to my Entei, resisting my Sacred Fire, being physically defensive as all hell, can take hits for days, and if he wants to run a Lumberry so he doesn't get burned by Sacred Fire and then hit me back with an EQ, that's something he can definitely do. Can take hits from the rest of my team as well because it is bulky on all sides, primarily defensive, set up rocks, gets Thunder Wave, I repeat, gets Thunder Wave. That is the Regirock. I am on the fence if he's going to bring it or not. Next up is a Bronzong, and I'm 100% sure this thing is coming as well because it's probably the best check to my Mega Gardevoir that is. Especially defensive Bronzong just takes nothing from a Hyper Voice, from a Shadow Ball, can you know, obliterate me with Gyro Ball, but we have ways around it as well. So that is the Bronzong. Potentially set up fodder for one of my mons as well. But it does get obliterated by my Heatran for the fire move. So interesting to see if he's going to bring Heat Proof this game or Levitate. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't really have too many ground type moves. Obviously, you know, like Gyarados can learn Earthquake, Heatran can learn Earth Power. But he may bring Heat Proof just for my Entei and my Heatran. So, that is a Bronzong. Next up, he has the Drapion. Again, another one that I think could come. Assault Vest to handle my Mega Gardevoir. Hit it really hard back with a Poison Jab, and obviously immune to my other stab, which is the Psychic. It could definitely come. Set up Toxic Spikes. It gets Acupressure if you want to be that guy. But that is Drapion. 50-50 if it's gonna come. Next up, he has the Emboar, and now Emboar is a very interesting one because I honestly don't expect it to come, and you should never say that because Emboar just hits hard as hell. So tomorrow, if he comes in the match and I'm unprepared, then rip me, right? Rip me. But that is the Emboar. We know what it does, man. Adamant, Choice Banded, Life Orb, Reckless with Sucker Punch, Flare Blitz, Superpower, Wild Charge. What you're switching, right? This is your nuke. It's just your fatter but slower Victini, right? And that's never a bad problem to have. So that is the Emboar. Under Sticky Webs, this thing is a problem, so I think it's gonna come. And next you have is the Gourgeist. You know, I'm not even gonna waste time on Gourgeist because Gourgeist is not coming. Alright, I'm telling you, Gourgeist is not coming. If it comes tomorrow in the match, then I will give, no, you know what? I will I don't know. Leave it down in the comments, okay? If Gourgeist comes tomorrow in the match and I don't expect it, let me know what you want to do, alright? This only applies if it comes, but let me know in the comments, alright? So that is his team. If I'm going to predict his team, I'm saying 100% the Mega Blastoise, the Bronzong, the Galvantula, the Kyurem, and the last two mons could be like Bronzong, Diggersby, Clefable, or Emboar. One of those. I think it's definitely going to be Blastoise, Galvantula, Bronzong, Kyurem, probably the Emboar or Diggersby, and then like, I don't know, Clefable or Drapion, alright? So that is his team. I wasted enough time. Let's go ahead and talk about my team. So the first mon that we are bringing, now this is where the process begins of this match. Now let me explain to you. I have never in my life, like I said, felt more confident about a match and at the same time felt shit scared and felt like I'm gonna get obliterated. Now, this is how it's gonna make sense. I am banking everything on him leading with Galvantula and bringing Sticky Webs, okay? That is my whole plan. If he does not lead off with that, then we pretty much lost the game. Now it's a lot to risk, right? But high risk, high rewards, and I don't feel I have any other way of handling this team. Alright, so this is how I base it off, and I've even planned out the match in my head from start to finish. So this is a lot of team prep going into it, so I'm hoping things work out. So you see the heat trend: Flame Charge, Fire Blast, Flash Cannon, Solar Beam, pretty much max attack, max speed, modest, Flash Fire, holding the Power Orb. The Power Orb is there for the Solar Beam. So let me explain the scenario. I'm going to explain every mon in the process that they're going to come out, and the process in which I'm going to take the match. So we lead off with heat trend. He leads off with Galvantula. We go for the Flame Charge. That brings it below 50%. We go for and he's going to get up a Sticky Webs, but we're already in, and we outspeed the Galvantula. Okay, we go for another Flame Charge. We pick off the Galvantula. I'm thinking he's probably going to stay in. Alright, so that's a Galvantula gone. Next, what's he going to probably bring in? Probably the Blastoise, maybe the Emboar, and potentially the Kyurem Black as well. But we outspeed it now with a Flame Charge. So if he brings in the Kyurem Black, we go for the Flash Cannon. We're probably not going to Oko, but we get enough damage where I'm comfortable for his team. If he brings in the Blastoise, I'm doubting he's going to expect the Solar Beam. I am doubting it. So we go for the Solar Beam. If he has no HP investment, then we potentially have a small chance to Oko, but we even have a chance to live a Scald, so that's something good to know. And he may even be deterred from going for that Scald because of the Dry Skin Mon we have in our team. Spoilers, Toxicroak. Alright, so ideally, we just get enough damage off on the Blastoise. So I'm not expecting to kill, and we may even stick around if he doesn't go for Scald. Heatran is just meant to kill the Galvantula, get enough damage off on the Blastoise, and get out of there. If it gets any chip damage off other than that, that'll just be bonuses. So that is our Heatran, right? Now we're moving on to the next one. So ideally in this case, the Kyurem or the Blastoise are either dead or have taken a lot of damage. So what comes in next? What is up with the screen? Next, what comes in is Toxicroak, our Vaseline, rocking the Swords Dance, Drain Punch, Gunk Shot, Sucker Punch, 52 HP, max attack, 200 speed, Adamant, Dry Skin, holding the Air Balloon. Now what the Air Balloon does, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, is it keeps you off the ground and you're not affected by spikes, you're not affected by sticky webs, you're not affected by toxic spikes, that kind of stuff. So that's why I have the Air Balloon. At this point in the match, what is my cat doing? At this point in the match, the sticky webs are up, so obviously Vaseline is going to be outsped by a lot of things. So that's why we have the Air Balloons. We're immune to that. Now if the Blastoise is in, we can take any one hit from him. We go for the Swords Dance, we go for the Drain Punch, we get all that HP back, and now Vaseline is sitting in. If he has the Kyurem in, after the Flash Cannon damage from our Heatran, a Sucker Punch will knock him out. We can potentially take one Dragon Claw. So we can go for a Swords Dance and then go for the Sucker Punch, and then, you know, just proceed to do a lot of damage against the team. So picture this now, alright? Galvantula is dead, Blastoise or Kyurem are one of those are dead. What's gonna come in? Maybe the Diggersby, hit me with a quick attack. Maybe the Bronzong. If the Bronzong comes in, he thinks that he can, you know, Earthquake us and he can live a Sucker Punch. We go for the Drain Punch, and it is guaranteed always a 2-hit KO, and we get all that HP back. Alright, so that is Vaseline, our Toxicroak. Now, potentially at this point in the match, we have 3 of his Mons down, and we have, after Vaseline goes down, because I'm probably sure it's gonna go down, we have 2 of ours down, 3 of his down. I'm hoping this is making sense, right? This is how I'm planning it out in my head. So Blastoise is down, maybe Kyurem is down, Diggersby is down, Bronzong is down, one of those combination. So what comes in next? Next comes in the Kyurem Black. Our Kyurem. So if he has the Kyurem Black, still, like potentially we killed off the Bronzong, the Blastoise, and the Galvantula. He's gonna bring in Kyurem. And after Sticky Webs, he's obviously going to outspeed our Kyurem, so he's going to go for a Dragon Pulse or an Iron Head, whatever it is. We have the Haban Berry. That berry right there is Haban Berry, which reduces super effective damage from a Dragon type. So we can take any one hit, we can take an Outrage, and then we can proceed to Oko it back with a Dragon Pulse. We have enough speed to outspeed a Clefable under Sticky Webs, I believe, or is it an Emboar, one of those, and max special attack, modest, and the rest thrown into HP. Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon there for the Kyurem as well as the Clefable. The Dragon Pulse there for the Kyurem and just hit things hard. The Shadow Ball is there for the Bronzong, which is a 3-hit KO. We can potentially live a reduced Haban Berry Dragon type move from Kyurem and a Gyro Ball, so that is something to keep in mind. And Shadow Ball is a 3-hit KO. Again, none of these mons are meant to sweep, right? They're meant to get their kills that they're supposed to get out of there, and bring in the next threat. I hope you understand. I will be explaining the rest of the team process once you've seen all the mons. But that is Kyurem. So if this thing takes out another mon, ideally the Kyurem, he's down, he's lost 4 mons and he has 2 mons left. Kyurem comes in, it dies. What could come in? Potentially the Diggersby, the Clefable, maybe the Bronzong or the Ambor, whatever's still around. So that's when the Kyurem goes down. What comes in next, my friends? What comes in next is the Gyarados. Now Gyarados, at this point in the match, has potential to sweep because Galvantula is gone. We can take any one hit from the Diggersby with an Intimidate. We can take any one hit from the Drapion. Kyurem Black Fusion Ball is still going to OHKO us, but hopefully that thing is gone. We can take any hit from anything. So that is why we have Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Crunch, Iron Head, Max. Oh, that should not say 52 attack. Let's just say max attack, 24 HP, 232 speed, Adamant, Intimidate, holding the Lumberry, enough speed to outspeed, I believe. And also wait, so we're also flying type, right? So that's another way around the Sticky Web. So as you can see, our whole team right here isn't too much affected by the Sticky Web because the Heatran's going to lead off with it. Toxtricroak has the Air Balloon. Kyurem is there to take one hit because it has enough bulk and knock something out. Gyarados is above the ground so it avoids the Sticky Webs. You see my dilemma? Not dilemma. Do you see my plan for this match? So that's how we're going to explain it. So Dragon Dance, obviously to get enough speed up and just run through Steam. We have the Lumberry because potentially if he has the Bronzong or the Clefable in versus us, he's probably going to want to go for the T-Wave with the Clefable and Toxic with the Bronzong. So we can have the Lumberry pop, get up to +1 and just run through Steam. Crunch, bye-bye Bronzong. Iron Head, bye-bye Kyurem, bye-bye Clefable. Waterfall, bye-bye everything else except the Blastoise. But at this point in the match, the Blastoise is gone. So that is not something to worry about. So that is Wrath, our Gyarados. Potentially, if all those things are out of the way and we get just +1/+1, if you get up to +2/+2, it's pretty much GG. So that is our Gyarados. Hopefully it can come in clutch and hopefully this will be the last one that we have to use and we don't have to go to the last 2 mons, alright? So that is Wrath, our Gyarados. Now, if Gyarados doesn't pick up the kills that I wanted to in the matches and go how I expected, we have Queen Amidala, our Gardevoir, with Hyper Voice, Will-O-Wisp, Protect, Disable, 76 HP, max special attack, 180 speed, Modest with the Trace ability before it Mega Evolves. That speed is enough to outspeed a Clefable, even under Sticky Webs, and potentially a bulky Emboar as well. So you see the Hyper Voice. He has no immunity to Hyper Voice, but he does have a resistance with Emboar and his it's not resistance with Emboar, it's actually neutral, and the Bronzong is his only resistance to it. So that's why we have Protect, Will-O-Wisp, Disable. So imagine this, after Sticky Webs we are still faster than the Bronzong, so we go for the Protect. We don't even need to go for the Protect. So we have a Gardevoir in versus the Bronzong, right? This is the situation. We go for Protect, he goes for Gyro Ball, I'm sure. We go for Disable, get rid of that Gyro Ball. Then we go for Will-O-Wisp. So even if his other physical hits, like his Earthquake, his Zen Headbutt, whatever it is, doesn't do enough damage with the Will-O-Wisp. And we can just whittle it down with Protects and Hyper Voices and all that good stuff. And it's also there to see whatever his Choice Scarf Mons want to lock himself into move to, like with his Kyurem, his Diggersby, his Emboar potentially. So that's why we have Protect to scout out what he's going to lock himself into. And Will-O-Wisp and Hyper Voice just does a lot to his team. So hopefully Gardevoir can put in the work. Hopefully, ideally we don't have to use it in the match. We can just get everything out of the way with the 4 mons that we wanted. But that is Gardevoir, Queen Amidala, and coming up last, you already know what it is. It is Entei, our cleaner. This is our last resort. If it comes down to at the end of the game, everything is going to be whittled down at this point once all these 5 mons are gone, and E-Speed will just do enough to pick off the business, right? Sacred Fire, Flare Blitz, Iron Head, Extreme Speed, 120 speed, max attack, 132 HP, Adamant with the Choice Band. The speed is enough to outspeed a Clefable and a Bronzong and stuff like that, even after the Sticky Web. But ideally, we're just going to be clicking E-Speed. But, that is our Entei. Iron Head for the Clefable, Iron Head for the Regirock, the Kyurem, because, we do have to lock ourselves into a move, so that's why I had to be careful. But, ladies and gentlemen, you see the team. Now, there may be a few flaws in my team. For example, no ground type when he has his Galvantula. No Seismitoad to eat up hits and water absorb from his Blastoise. No hazard removal with my Skarmory or my Claydol. So you may be thinking, what are you're going full hyper offensive, you may be bringing a bad team. And like I said, I may be bringing a bad team. I'm going all in, balls to the wall, full high risk, high reward with this team. But my thinking and my reasoning behind it was, this whole team is based around a bait and a lure. I want him to see no ground type, no hazard removal, and lead off with that Galvantula. I want every inclination in his head, every thought to be like, all right, let me lead off with the Galvantula. Let me get the sticky webs up because he has no way of removing it. And then I lead off with my Heatran. And that's how things go to plan. That's how the plan is initiated, right? Flame Charge, get rid of the Galvantula. Whatever comes in, Solar Beam, get some damage off. Then comes in Toxic Road, sets up, get some damage. Kyurem can take any one hit and get a lot of damage back off. Gyarados can potentially set up and sweep once the right things are gone and go through his team. Gardevoir, a bit of a safety check if we have a few things left around, and we have Entei to just clean everything up. So hopefully, this plan comes to fruition, because like I said, I have never meticulously planned a team builder as much as that, and if I get destroyed, then it's a bit unfortunate. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and make it out to the battle tomorrow. Thanks for supporting your boy MegaLugia and the coach of the Bayern Munchlax. Until next time, I don't know if we'll be here next week, but it's been your boy MegaLugia here checking out. Peace.